Hi guys, welcome to this month's Q&A with Deathless mode gameplay with my lowest level character. And I'm using the Stod shield because I'm glad to say I got through that last Aegis tourney where the Stod shield was offered, and now my low level character has it. So I thought it would be fun to play through Act 5 and the final boss with the Stod shield. So on to the Q&A, and the first one is by Franco Rossi, and his game has crashed while fighting the Collector, and he wants to know if to contact support. Well, yes, I would definitely say contact Infinity Blade, and their email is help@infinityblade.com. And if you let them know what's happened, if they can't help you, they're likely to reimburse you with chips, so they should be able to help anyway. Aston Kurt Bravo had some trouble entering the second part of the tourney. Well, if the tournaments or clash mobs don't show on your map, the way to fix it is to go into your options and turn on your cloud save, and then go to the training golem and back again and have another look at your map, and you should see the clash mobs and tourneys on your map. And if that doesn't work, then yes, you better tell Chair about it and use that same email address, help@infinityblade.com. Jacob Chong asks why can't he find the Collector. If you're having trouble finding the Collector, then beat Act 5, defeat the worker and start your next playthrough, and he's likely to start appearing again in your next playthrough. M7MD asks how to get an on-break 5% supercharge gem. Well, there's no definite formula to fuse one. However, they do start appearing in the ship and the store at higher awakenings, and make sure you've got the gem skills, and I've put a link to my how to get rare gems video in the description under this video. Tyler D0506 asks what does Spectrum Defense do, and he's concerned it might take away the effect of his element gems. Well, no, it won't. It's the opposite. It protects you from the Titan's element attack. So the higher your Spectrum defense, the more defense you have against their element attack. And so if you've got 100% Spectrum defense, then any element that the Titan fights you with, you won't take damage from the element. And that means, if you're blocking with your shield, then your shield won't have element damage. As well, of course, as if you get hit, you'll still get the damage from their hit, but not the additional element damage. However, where the Titan has Spectrum attack, that's all element attack, and that's bosses, and also at higher awakenings you'll get elemental Titans that have Spectrum attack, then you'll still get 10% damage from their element attack with 100% Spectrum defense gem. But obviously that's still a lot better, 90% better than not having it at all. So yes, always equip Spectrum defense when the Titan has element attack, particularly if you're using shields with light or heavy weapon. James Nguyen isn't clear on what perfect parries are, and they are where you swipe at the exact same angle as the Titan and at the last moment, and then you'll get a perfect parry. So it's the angle and the timing. There's 3 types of parries: a normal parry, a great parry, and then perfect. Volder Max asks how do you get gold gems? You have to buy them in the ship and the store when they appear, and like I said earlier, you'll get better gems appearing at higher awakenings, and also with those skills that I mentioned in that rare gems video, so check that out too. Overnight Valkyrie asks, how do you get a bonus combo -1 gem? Well, you have to fuse one, and very rarely, they sometimes get put in the hideout chest, but that's very rare. And at higher awakenings, they will be dropped by the Titans. So other than that, you need to fuse it, and it's not that easy to fuse. You've probably got like a 1 in 6 chance, even with the right gems. And I've got a couple of videos about what gems to use to fuse it, so check out the how to fuse the bonus combo -1 gem video, and I've put a link to that video in the description under this one. Basically, you need heavy gold on slash gems, and either on combo shield or a dual attack charge gem. But for the values and more details, as I say, check out that video. A Flying Potato wants to know how to get his Deathless mode loot back. Well, you can either fight the Titan again, and if you beat the Titan, you'll get your loot back, and that's in Deathless mode. But if you lose, then you will have to buy your gear back. Otherwise, it gets returned to you in 7 days. But that's the last lot of loot that you lost. So if you did return and lost again, then the second lot of loot will be returned, and the first lot you'll still have to buy. And you'll see it appears again in the store with your gems. So you do get your gems back once you buy your gear back, or if it gets returned to you. But you have to wait 7 real-time days for it to be returned. Jay Garrick is having trouble getting his game to work. Well, contact Chair, and as I said, the email is help@infinityblade.com. Maddie Doe asks, how do you play Deathless mode? Well, you need to tap on the purple skull that's on the map, and if you saw at the beginning of this video, you'll see that I tapped that skull. And you have to have played through all the acts once first before it will appear. So in your first playthrough, the skull isn't there. But once you beat Act 5 and beat the worker, then the game gets reset, the map gets reset anyway, not your gear and loot, you keep all that. But on the map, it's all clear again. However, the skull will be there at the top of the map. And you tap that, and that's how you enter Deathless mode. Tanya Garcia Gonzago asks, what's the best weapon to use to fight the Collector? And she's trying to get the Dragor blade. Well, it depends on what your highest weapon is, really. So if you have got Cyrus's heavy weapon for Solar Trans, then that's definitely good if you've got a Dark Fire gem as well equipped. So really you want to use your highest gear, and also the dual Solar Trans with the Dark Fire equipped. Preferably if you've got 2 Dark Fires, then that's even better. So try and get the Dark Fires from the map and Pisces Dragon, and also that heavy Solar Trans for Cyrus, and if you can get it from Wreath, Cyrus's dual Solar Trans, and Issa's is from the Star map, you get her dual Solar Trans, and you have to fight Wreath for her heavy Solar Trans. So I've put it in the tips for the Collector, and also my new player strategy guide, which gives good gear for lower level characters. So check out both of those videos, and I've put links to them in the description under this video. And she also asks, when does the kill quest appear for Dragor? Well, it's like Pisces and Baal, that when you've got their health right down, then the last part you'll finish off with the kill quest. So basically the dragon's health has to be very low before you'll see that kill quest appear. Good luck fighting her. And another question from Tanya, she didn't realise that in IB1 the character is also Cyrus. Yes, that is Cyrus, and he's actually being reborn in the same way that the worker is reborn at the end of IB3. So yeah, he keeps getting reset, and it's the same guy, Cyrus. But at that stage he doesn't realise who he is. And it's not until IB2 and then IB3 that he fully realises who he is and what's been happening to him. SZ Saharisk asks what to use to kill Pisces without having to upgrade. Well, check out what weapon gives the most attack, and as James Nagoon has said, heavy is the most likely, so you'll probably have the most attack from a heavy weapon. And also equip some gems if you have them, like the green circular attack gems, that will help. And if you can get the Vile armor, that will give another 100 attack when you first buy it. And also an attack helmet. And he also asks how come my solar trans was rainbow coloured. Well, that's because I had the Spectrum attack gem equipped in the solar trans, and that was from a clash mob where I got the Spectrum attack gem. Gandalf the Grey is having trouble getting his game to open. Well, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, write to Chair, and their email is help@infinityblade.com, and hopefully they should be able to help you out. I got asked how come I've got such a good save. Well, that's because I've been playing a long time, so I've been playing since the game came out. So if you put the hours in, you'll have a similar level. Lucas Humble is having trouble getting one of the Dark Fires. Probably the Black Fire map isn't appearing for him when he taps the structure at the Meteus Observatory. If that's the case, then again contact Chair and let them know, and they should be able to help you, even if it's giving you chip compensation. Simpton Plays asks how to get a great Parior gem. Well, very occasionally they get given as a gift in the hideout chest, and like the bonus combo -1 gems, at higher awakenings they can be dropped by a Titan. But the other way is fusing them, and you need to fuse 3 capped on perfect parry damage Titan gems, and then fuse the 3 capped gems together. So every time you find perfect parry damage Titan gems, keep fusing them together, the lower ones, until you cap them, and they cap, I think it's 6,250. And then when you've got 3 of those, fuse them together and you'll get a great Parior gem. And I've got a video showing that, so I'll put a link to it in the description under this video. John Johnson asks, do you have to have all the Infinity Blades in your possession before you can get the classic IB? Yes, you do have to have them. If you've sold them, it's very unlikely you'll be able to get that classic IB. NLS Pando Shinobi says that they lost in Deathless mode a couple of times, and will they be able to get their loot back after waiting, and they're for sale in the store. You'll have to buy the first lot of loot back from the store, but the second lot will be returned if you wait 7 days. Derek Bing asks how to skip the final cutscene after Cyrus and the worker. Well, when it goes to the character screen, then you get that option. It has skip ending, and if you tap that, you'll get past Act 5. And that's what's happened for me now, as I've managed to defeat the worker with my low level character, and that means I'll be able to now upgrade to level 15. Thanks for watching tamLChannel, your favourite channel for Infinity Blade. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and check out my website and social pages. Thanks, see you next time.